Good evening, Wyoming. We begin tonight in Cheyenne, where police have arrested a man connected to a homicide.
KKTQ's Giovanni Pinto met with officers who are still investigating the incident.
A 78-year-old Cheyenne man is in custody tonight after police say an altercation escalated to a fatal shooting.
I understand that the two were in an altercation. I can't really get into the specifics of what that was.
Charles Richmond now facing charges for first-degree murder as he sits in the Laramie County Detention Center. Capital City cops claim the 78-year-old shot a man to death late Wednesday night.
When they responded, they found that a male subject was deceased. We're withholding the name of that person until family can be notified.
The adjacent roads were closed off for the majority of the night as officers pieced together the series of events, hearing testimony from neighbors and other witnesses.
If somebody was a witness to this, saw something going on, was in the area at the time this occurred and saw something suspicious, we'd ask that you still contact us.
Someone was at the home police say was the scene of this tragedy, but they didn't answer the door when I asked for an interview.
It's Giovanni with K2 News. I was wondering if you'd like to do an interview on yesterday's events.
Luckily, there were no other injuries reported in this situation, and according to authorities, Charles Richmond was the only suspect.
It appears that this is the only suspect. So, like I said, there were multiple people in the residence at the time it occurred, but we do only have one suspect in this crime.
Now, this homicide is still under investigation as police say they're still trying to figure out what led Richmond to pull that trigger. Reporting in the capital city, I'm Giovanni Pinto.
Thank you, Giovanni. And back here in Casper, the man and woman responsible for driving two children in the trunk of their car were in court this morning. Amber Frudestein and Michael Fee were taken into custody December 4th while traveling from Arizona to Wyoming. Two children were located in the trunk of the car while two dogs were in the back seat. When asked why, Fee replied there was not enough room for everyone to fit in the car and that he tried to keep the children safe by driving slow and not getting close to any other vehicle. Both are facing 30 days behind bars for two charges of child endangerment.
And a Casper man was sentenced to life in prison for kidnapping a 95-year-old woman earlier this year. Kyle Martin was sentenced to 75 years to life for kidnapping, robbery, and aggravated burglary. Martin broke into an elderly woman's house, kidnapped her, and traveled at high speeds with her in the trunk. The court denied Martin's appeal for any form of rehabilitation instead of jail time. And now to Laramie County, where officials need your help locating a man they say is wanted on counts of assault and battery. Take a look.
Yeah, this week we're looking for Joseph Sena. Joseph is a 28-year-old male. He is 5'8", 180 pounds. He has brown hair and eyes. He has warrants for 2 counts of aggravated assault and battery. So if you see this individual, if you contact our dispatch center at 637-6524 or silent witness at 638-TIPS.
And back here in Ventura County, the historic Parkway Plaza went up for auction this morning, and K2's Ryan Berger has the details.
Nobody had a scarier Halloween than the 50 employees that were laid off when the Parkway Plaza shut its doors unexpectedly. The closure left people with reservations on the street and Ventura County in the dark in regards to the hotel's future. Parkway Plaza originally stated that the plan was for a larger hotel chain to take control and reopen in the spring. On Wednesday, it was announced that the historic hotel would be put up for auction. Auctions for properties like this happen every Thursday at the Natrona County Courthouse, but they usually come in the form of foreclosed homes or abandoned vehicles. Today's big-ticket item in the Parkway Plaza expectedly drew a crowd.
This happens every Thursday, 10 o'clock, and generally there's probably only 3 or 4 people there.
This is the scene inside the courthouse vestibule. Standing room only as bidders and rubberneckers waited to find out the fate of the former convention center. If you blinked, you may have missed it.
In this particular folder this morning, there was no physical address listed, which was okay by state law. It seems to me that maybe when that big number out, people are like, oh, that one's it.
The winning bid, $15,500,000 was put forth uncontested by a group named Green Lake Real Estate, LLC. Even with the hotel in new hands, the future of the hotel is far from certain. There's still no word when the hotel could be revived. Whoever controls the plaza going forward will have to inherit a building filled with ghosts. Liquor license scandals and the pressure of securing conventions will be tough to overcome.
That's the profit center of any hotel, is sleeping room sales. And then the convention rooms or the convention center, your food and beverage operations have to be secondary in order for that hotel to be successful.
In Casper, Ryan Berger, K2 News.
All right, Eric, it was a cold one out there today. Definitely temperatures dropping. My gosh, couldn't feel my hands last night.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly, Eric. We need to bring on that 40-degree temperatures.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah, no. Not going to happen for a while. Matter of fact, this morning, take a look at this. The morning lows for today. The big winner, Jackson, 9 below zero. Honorable mention was Worland checking in with 8 degrees below zero. We were at 0 here in the Oil City. Torrington, believe it or not, was the warmest place this morning. 16 degrees, 12 over towards Cheyenne, 10 in Rollins, 13 in Rock Springs, 15 over towards Evanston. Now we take a look outside right now. You can see David Street. We have the clear skies out there. A beautiful evening, but it's still chilly. Right now we're at the Double Deuces, 22 degrees at the Natrona County Airport. It feels like 10 out there with winds picking up out of the southwest at 13 miles per hour. Other temperatures across the state. Look at Riverton, already down to 9 degrees, 6 in Worland, 10 in Jackson, 19 in Rock Springs, likewise in Rollins, 16 in Douglas, as well as Newcastle. Now, not much to talk about on Lynx HD radar with the clear skies, with the cool temperatures, and with that light wind, much like last night. It's going to allow that temperature to drop substantially. What's going to happen is we're on the leading edge of this high pressure system, so the winds are going to start shifting a little bit out of the north and northwest. That's what's going to keep us cool again for tomorrow. Now, the good news is we have no snow chances on the 7-day, but we're going to stay crazy cold. So below zero wind chills, again, not out of the question. A few snow flurries across portions of southeastern Wyoming, not out of the question, but that sunshine is going to return again this week, and we'll talk about that with Wyoming's most accurate forecast in a few minutes. Skies back.